Oh, it's on. This title race is on. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Restoring Schalke. Episode number 9 today. This save where we are the manager of Schalke. It's season 3. We're back in the Bundesliga and we're going for a Bundesliga title. In the last episode, we played our title rivals for this year, RB Leipzig, and we lost to them 3-2. It was not a great game. We're actually, I think we were 1-0 up and then they equalised and then we went 2-1 up and then they equalised and then we lost 3-2. Maybe my game management wasn't great. They're a really good team. I don't really know how we've managed to get ourselves to this position, but hopefully today, after a few games played off stream that I'm going to talk you through, hopefully today we can get ourselves back on track and really go for an end of the season where we go for this title. That's the plan. We're going to play VfL Wolfsburg in today's live com. But before we get into that, I need to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of the support recently. We have hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel, something that I really did think was going to be a long way in the future. You guys have smashed it. Thank you so much for all of the subscriptions and getting involved with the channel. If you're new here, maybe a comment down below to say you're new and you're enjoying this. That'd be lovely to see. But thank you so much for that. If you've not already subbed, then you can hit the subscribe button. That will help me out too, because that of course helps the channel as well. But yeah, big thank you to you guys. Thank you for your ongoing support. It is hugely appreciated. So in the last episode, we played this game here with RB Leipzig. The game that we lost 3-2 was, of course, the first versus second clash. We were top at that point. They were second. They've since then leapfrogged us because of this win. Our results since then have been pretty good. We did bounce back from that with a 2-0 win in the Bundesliga against Hanover. It was Badji and Souček with a late penalty to make it 2 there. Very routine, very simple. We then won in the cup in the DFB Pokal. That's the quarterfinals. We're actually into the semi-finals of the cup here. So there's a little chance of silverware. Keep an eye on that. We don't yet know our semi-final opponents, but when we do know, I will let you know of that, of course. Maybe that could be the next episode, depending on how the league goes. We will see, but a cup run, that'd be nice towards the end of the season, wouldn't it? We won that 5-3, lots of different goal scorers there. You see, one of the goal scorers you might be looking at going, oh, actually, he's new. Who's that? You must have bought him. I did do a tiny bit of business. On deadline day, I managed to get rid of Riyad Boudabous, who was on some massive wage, but we managed to release him on a free. So he went out. Fabrizio Bustos joined. He's on loan from Leeds. We're paying, I think we're paying his wages. I think that's about it. He's a decent option. He's only 5'4", but I just thought at right back, at left back with Klosterman, with Mailer, with on the left-hand side where we've got, I think Van Aanholt's played a lot of games, Mitchell. I just felt like we needed an extra player. So I've brought Bustos in. He's actually played a few games and been pretty good without being overly ridiculous. I mean, a 6.87, he's not really created or done anything. But he's playing games and he actually might be a decent option to use. I suppose he did actually score in this cup game. He added the final goal on the 88th minute as we won 5-3 away from home. It's very Schalke, that. Goal scoring is not a problem. Conceding goals slightly is still a problem. We didn't concede, though, in the next 2 games. Freiburg 4-0 and an Eddie Nketiah hat-trick in this one, and an Adama Traore goal. Eddie Nketiah has been very good recently. We won 2-0 against Augsburg, and I'll just show you these goals because I think it kind of sums up how we've been. Eddie Nketiah has really come into a bit of form. You see Podent skipping away down the left-hand side here. Nketiah's finish is good, and then the main man, Yusuf Badji, continues to score goals for us. I mean, just look at this finish here. You see Bustos on the ball there. Souček into Nketiah, into Badji, just hits it from range. Bottom corner, 2-0. We're still really good in that regard. Badji's still scoring goals. I'll show you the league table in a second, though, because before that, there was a little bit of disappointment in the league. We lost 2-1 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. They were pretty dominant here. We didn't play well at all. Don't know why. Nketiah didn't play. Maybe that was the reason. We scored late on with Panya in the 87th, but they'd already made it 2-0 before then. We did drop points. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, really. The league table still looks like this. We're still in the hunt for the title against all odds. We're on 55 points. Leipzig are on 57. Leipzig's form has been pretty good if I show you it, look. They did lose to Hoffenheim, but other than that, they're winning most of their games. The reason that I still think we're in this title race is because they play Bayern Munich away next. Whilst we play, I think it's at the same time, whilst we play this Wolfsburg game, so we can keep an eye on their result. And if we win, I think there's a possibility that we go back to the top of the table today. Badji, as you see, is still the top goal scorer, joint with a couple of other players there. He's also the top average rating, and Adama Traore on top of the assist charts still. You see our players get involved there. Odero on 12 clean sheets, joint with Livakovic for Dortmund. We're still in this. This game is a big one. Let's get ourselves ready for it and let's see if we can get 3 points. And like I mentioned, hopefully go back to the top of the Bundesliga table. Let's do this. All right, then. So the team for this match with Wolfsburg, our live comm for today's episode is going to look like this. Before I go through the individual players, actually, just a quick reminder that at the same time as our match with Wolfsburg, or actually kicking off half an hour after us, Bayern Munich play Leipzig. So 2 of our title rivals, obviously Leipzig being the main one. They are top of the league at the moment. Actually, Dortmund have just gone above us. They've already played. I assume they won. They won 3-0 against Paderborn. So they've actually gone above us. So it is paramount that we go and win this game. And the team will look like this. In goal, it will continue to be Odero. We know this. He starts. I'm going to start Bustos, Fabrizio Bustos at right back. He has taken the place of Klosterman. I'm just doing it off recent form, really. And Klosterman's not been great, whereas Bustos has been a tiny bit better. So he starts. In the centre of defence, Sane and Bailly will get a start today. That is because Zagadou, along with a fair few other people, is unavailable. He is suspended after picking up, I think it's just yellow cards that he's picked up there. And also at left back, Mitchell's not available, which means Van Aanholt is going to need to start. As I mentioned, there are a few players there missing, either with injuries or suspended. So the team is going to look like this. In the midfield is pretty much first choice, actually. We've got Adama Traore on the right-hand side. You've got Costa on the left-hand side. Cuisance and Souček in the middle, their first choice. Up front, Yusuf Badji, our main man. He's now got himself 22 goals this season. He'll be partnered by Kovnaski, who has 10, because another player missing is Eddie Nketiah. He's picked up an injury. He's out for 2 weeks. It's a hamstring strain, so 2 more weeks. But Kovnaski comes in. That is the team. That is the bench. Let's submit it. Let's get into this must-win game. We are, of course, going to continue with the 4-4-2. If you've looked at the 4-4-2, I have done a video on the 4-4-2 formation on the channel. There's going to be a card up there if you want to go and check that out. You guys can download the 4-4-2 and try it out in your saves as well. That is definitely a part of our success here as I just pump some fists and get the team ready to kick off. Here we go. We're underway. There's an M. Goetze. That can't be Mario Goetze. Surely not. But they have an M. Goetze in their team. And it looks like it's going to be Wolfsburg, maybe on the attack unless we can nick this first of all. Barco, he's a good player, Ezekiel Barco. Goetze, Strafessa, they're playing it around. There's lots of passes here. Xerxes now coming forward. They've beaten the press a little bit. Ball over the top. Brekalo, great tackle. Great recovery tackle from probably the first time you're going to see him here. Bustos, the newest of our recruits, with a lovely last-ditch tackle. I think we should survive this first highlight. Maybe even go one better. Badji, we know he can run. He's tackled by John Brooks.
It's John Brooks for the USA!
Corner. We're good from these corners. Cuisance is going to whip it in towards Souček. It's off the bar. The master plan. I've always go back to it. The master plan. Those corners from Cuisance. Souček on the end of them. He's hit the bar. That could have been us in front. But no, we were denied by the woodwork. I'm just looking at this Bayern Munich Leipzig game. It hasn't quite kicked off. At 30 minutes into the game, that's when it kicks off, right? So we will keep an eye on that as well. As Wolfsburg come forward here, Barco. Remember, we lost our last league game. We do need to bounce back here. Goetze, ball over the top. Bustos calmly back to Odero. Can we launch our own attack here? I hope so. Here comes Adama Traore down the right-hand side. 2 strikers in the middle. Adama gets the byline, goes alone. Baby legs it straight at the keeper. Probably should have crossed there, Adama. Free kick for Wolfsburg. Barco, Franks. Odero makes a simple save. And again, just like the last highlight, looks like we should be able to launch an attack of our own here. This time he goes long on the... Well, a bit lower. There's another big ball forward. Badji's in. He's in behind. Oh, what a block that is. We've had some good last-ditch tackles here. Adama keeps it going. Adama all the way around. Shoots. Falls to Kovnaski. And off the keeper. And it's off and away for a corner. 2 good saves from the goalkeeper there. We're knocking on the door slightly. And we've got another corner, which we know we're pretty good from. Souček. This time he's beaten in the air. And it's away. M. Goetze has it. I really need to check. Who is this Goetze player? It can't surely be Mario Goetze. I'm going to check. I need to know now. It is Mario Goetze. He's only 30. I suppose that kind of makes sense. He was very... I really thought Mario Goetze was older than this. In my head, I thought he was about 44. I'm very wrong. All right, I'm going to encourage them. We've been the better team by far. Just the one shot from Wolfsburg. It was on target. We've had loads now. Here's another corner. Souček. Thought he was going to get on the end of it. It's headed away by John Brooks. We will recycle it though. Adama Traore. Cuisance down the left-hand side. Adama just goes backwards to Van Aanholt. How is Van Aanholt still playing football for us? Still getting into this team. Obviously, we have injuries. Helder Costa to the byline. Van Arnholt, as I've slated him. Cuisance to Badji. Another save from Radu. Radu's a good goalkeeper and he's making some big saves here so far. Corner again then from Cuisance. Can we get on the end of it? Sane headed away once again. And once again, it's Adama Traore to go and get it. Will the highlight continue? He's going to make sure it does. To the byline, Adama crosses Badji. Beaten in the air. We're really, really knocking on this door now. The pressure is on for Wolfsburg. The deadlock has not been broken by us, though. Another highlight ends and the scores stay 0-0. Half time, it's 0-0. We've had 12 shots, 6 on target. They've had 1. We just need to break them down. I think it's a good half. I'm going to tell them to just continue, basically. I was going to say not happy. Maybe I should have done, but we're just going to carry on. Oh, look. Pause the game. Stop the press. Bayern Munich are 2-0 up. They've scored 2 in 2 minutes in the first the first 14 minutes, and they lead against Leipzig, meaning if we can find a goal, we will move back to the top of the league. We need to just see if we can break down this this Wolfsburg defense. We're actually on the attack themselves here. Away by Bustos. Badji into Cuisance. Cuisance goes alone a little bit here. He's probably gonna... He just slid it. I'm not sure. Mikhail Cuisance just ran and then slid on the floor. Are we nicking this back? Oh, don't lose now. With Leipzig losing, this is a real opportunity for us. Here come Wolfsburg down the left-hand side. Nicked away. Brekalo. They've got it back in the box. Barco blocked by Eric Bailly, and we've cleared it. Highlight starts here. Ball over the top. Bailly gets it. Cuisance. Look for that defense splitting pass. Maybe no Souček. Drive forward. Kovnaski. Back to Cuisance. 62 minutes on the clock as we look to break the deadlock. Adama out wide. Adama get to the byline. Crosses. Good cross. Helder Costa's there. Helder Costa scores the header. And we do lead. And that goal there might just take us back to the top of the Bundesliga. It's Adama Traore down the right-hand side. Big whipped cross all the way to the far corner. You see him here get to the byline. And Helder Costa is there to apply the finish with a nice header into the back of the net. 1-0 to Schalke. And there it is. Look, top of the league once again. A point clear of Leipzig, who continue to trail against Bayern Munich. We need to just see this one through here as we have the ball in the 72nd minute. A second goal would be delightful. Just not letting them score would be just fine, to be honest. Helder Costa down the left, though. Looking for that second goal. Can Badji turn up and get a goal, maybe? Kovnaski! Kovnaski can turn up and get the second goal. Kovnaski's header is a little bit unorthodox, kind of stooping to head it in, maybe off the side of his head. There's going to be a title race. We've put ourselves right in amongst it with how many games to go? 7 games to play after this one. Good free kick from Xerxes just wide. There's 7 games to play and we are in a title race. Who would have thought it? As I'm going to make changes, I'm going to let the game go on in the background as I do this. Badji's not had his best game. I might do Cuisance off for Palumbo as a change. You can see behind, I think it's an attack from Adama Traore that's being cleared. Bustos hasn't been great, so I'm going to do Klosterman. 2 changes as we just look to see this one through. As I click back on, Adama's in behind. Badji's there. Adama again? Oh, surely we should have done better. I think he hit the post there. Thrown from Van Arnholt. He's going to go into Adama Traore's feet. Adama in the box again. But oh my word, he's done a Rabona cross and Helder Costa's made it 3-0. It's a second assist for Adama Traore for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That is so uncalled for from Adama Traore here. This is the confidence of the man right now. He just goes for it. He's done a back heel there. He gets it back from Van Arnholt and just does a Rabona cross. And Helder Costa's there to make it 3. The title charge is well and truly on. And, 2-1. Dan James has just got a goal back for Leipzig. That could change things, you know. They're half an hour behind us, remember. So they've got about 30 minutes to play now. As we almost make it 4-0. Dan James scores for Leipzig. There's a little bit of hope there for them to take them back to the top of the league. Oh my word. This is a different... What a goal! I was going to say it straight from the training ground, but I've definitely not taught that one. We've gone short with a corner. I'm pretty sure I haven't set that up either. And Adama Traore scored from 30 yards out. Helder Costa takes it short to him. Well, not even short. To the edge of the box and he smashes it in. What a goal. Adama Traore is a man possessed right now. It's 2-2. I've just seen Thales Magno scored for Leipzig. We've won 4-0. It's brilliant, but I think Leipzig might be about to get away with it. They've made it 2-2 from 2-0 down. Let's go and find out what the end of that is. I mean, what a game from us. Brilliant. We stay top currently. I don't know if that's with the Leipzig result or not. I think if they draw, we stay there. And I think they have drawn. Is that a full-time? That is a full-time result. So they've drawn. They have dropped points. We are joint on points with them now. We've got the better goal difference. We have gone back to the top of the league. All right, so I'm just having a look at the end of this season, and I really feel like we need to go and play this Dortmund game in the next episode. We have got them away from home. It's the toughest game before the final two, where we play Bayern Munich and then Hertha Berlin away from home. I think we have to do a live con where we play Dortmund. So that will be next episode. We'll see if we're still in this title race. And then I think maybe we do like a blockbuster of an end of a season, especially if we make the cup final. We might play 3 games. Bayern Munich, Hertha Berlin, and hopefully the cup final to finish things off if we're still in the title race. That's my plan. I'll see you next time then for Dortmund away from home. I'll leave you on this. We're top of the league with 7 games to play. It's exciting, isn't it? I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye. Top of the league.